This is episode 11. We want to conclude that working of episode 10. Working example of area of circle, and also we want to look at a mathematical proof that the earth is not a perfect circle, but rather an elliptical plane. So let's look at the final solution of episode 10. We say that our R is 3.5 centimeter. Then area of a circle is given as pi r square as proved. Then our pi is 22/7. Then this r can be transformed as 7/2 because it is square. So by the time we cancel out 7, we cancel 7. 2 we cancel 22, giving us 11. Then 11 times 7 giving us 77 divided by 2. That gives us 38.5 centimeter square. Ensure you put square on every unit you determine in area of a plane shape. Now let us go to the main business. Mathematical proof that the earth is not a perfect circle, but rather an elliptical plane. When in geography, several proof has given us that the earth is spherical in shape. Quite alright, they have tried a lot in showing that the earth is spherical in shape. But this time around, we want to look at it as a plane shape, taking out circle on the globe, assuming that this is the earth globe. Now, you will agree with me that this earth globe, we have the north pole and the south pole. Then we also have the east and the west. Then from this end, we just take only the maximum movement around the earth from north to south and come back again to north to make a circle. Now look at these two diagrams, assuming that probably in the northern part there is little force acting on this very part, and that place is mystery to mankind. Or what we observe is that there is more pressure at the north and also more pressure at the south, which we are assuming that that pressure mount on the north and the pressure mount on the south differ the shape to have x shift, assuming that this x shift, which is only God knows why it is like that, but I know that probably there is a little shift here in the northern hemisphere. Let's assume mathematically that the little shifts unknown to us, let it be x. So we learn from mathematics that our radius of the earth, which is capital R, is 6,400 kilometers approximately. So if that is the case and there is a little shift, small shift at the north and the south, that means that small shift, let's assume that the small shift, because when we are talking about the total globe, we are talking about very large substance. Now let's assume that the shift is just 1 kilometer. So if the shift is 1 kilometer, that means the radius from the center of the earth to that point of shift will no longer be the same radius of the earth when we look at it. So assuming we keep this one constant and take the shift, that means it will be r minus x. So if we now put x as the small shift 1 kilometer. I just assume this. That is the small shift. So this small shift now, if we now put the small shift here, that means in ellipse we have from here to here to be B, while from here to here to be A. So this in ellipse, A is normally longer than B. So if we want to get B here now, that will be 6,400 kilometer minus the 1 of the shift. While a perfect circle, we have the radius as capital R. So let us calculate now from here the perimeter of a complete circle. So that will be 2 times 22 over 7 multiplied by radius of the earth, which is 6,400. So by the time we multiply out and find the value, we discover that our result will be 40,228.57 kilometer. If we multiply out, that is a perfect circle now using the radius already known, 6,400. It's a constant value. Now if peradventure we now say that is an elliptical, it behaves like an elliptical object because of that small shift, then our B will now be 6,000. When we remove 1 from here, 399 kilometer, while our A will be the full radius here, full radius, that will be 6,400 kilometer. So by the time we now put our value to the formula of circumference of an ellipse, this formula is a derived formula. So it's 4 into pi over 2 B over A multiplied by A itself. So we now have 4 multiplied by pi over 2, which is 22 over 7, all over 2, raising to power 6,399 kilometer divided by 6,400 kilometer, then times 6,400 kilometer. So by the time we multiply out here, we are going to get 40,213. 40,000. If you multiply out, use your calculator. 213 point something there. 30,213.76 kilometer. Now you can now see that this is the circumference when it is an ellipse, and this is the normal circle. So because of this change in value, which is not of the same value, we can conclude that the earth is not a perfect circle, but rather an elliptical plane orbit. So you can as well carry out more research on that. We are still learning. I can learn from you. Likewise, you can also learn from me. So probably you have more idea towards this just little illustration here, you can send it to our WhatsApp number. Quite all right, we will appreciate it better. So we'll go to episode 12. Thank you.